show.
Hey everybody, welcome. Why is this not?
Hi, I'm Christian,
And I'm Daniel.
and this is the Christian.
And Daniel show.
Thank you.
Why is it small today? You can't see the big thing.
I have no idea.
We can't see it big.
This thing, like, is it the down arrow thing?
No, I guess.
Maybe did they change it?
Did they change it again?
They keep making it worse. They're not making it better.
I don't know what's going on. Hey everybody, it is Wednesday, September. It is Wednesday, August 5th, 2020.
So we are coming off of, coming right out of intuitive session with a channel, and it's just our energies got kind of thrown off because we rarely go from one thing to another that quickly.
Yeah.
We basically just left it.
Yeah,
it wasn't even officially ended.
No, I had to wave goodbye to them and say goodbye. So for those of you watching, hi, welcome. This is the Christian Daniel Show, episode 22. Cheers to everybody. I hope you're enjoying your coffee. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
If you're watching, we want to thank everybody who watched last week. I didn't grab my mask. I was going to grab my mask.
Oh, mine's right there. Where's yours?
Mine is on the bed.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about a couple of different things. But welcome, everybody. It's not? Oh, it's, there's a friend of ours, Karen Whitner? Janet. And she is a person that we go to for our readings. So she's one of the people that reads us. Hi, Crystal. And the other Crystal. Oh, there's two Crystals on the air right now.
Hi, two Crystals.
Both Crystals, two Crystals. And Liz. So there is a Janet Whitner or Whitner? Janet Whitner is a healer, channeler, and she's who we go to when we want to get connected and get up messages. And we were invited to do a session with her today, and it started at 5, and usually that lasts about 2 hours, but it just went not longer than expected. Luckily, it went in alphabetical order. So Christian was first, and then me. And we got some really good feedback. Hey, Checo, welcome. And so I was very fortunate to be read, and I was told that the path that I'm on is the right path, and that I don't have to choose between my careers. That I can be an actor, I can be an advocate, and I can be a spiritual mentor. That I don't have to choose between them. And that's been a big struggle for me lately, is trying to decide who I want to be and can I be all things at once. And basically she said, yes, why not? It's you write your chapters, you write your story. So I guess that's part of our message. And I'll let Christian tell you what his reading was. But we jumped off of that Zoom call to get on here with you guys. So thank you for joining us. We're so glad you guys are here.
I come out from behind the wall,
behind
the fourth degree or fourth wall.
We should open it up for you. So, what did she tell you in the reading?
I ain't telling no one. That's my business. They ain't know your business. They ain't no one. No. What she told me was that my control issues are going to go away. No, just kidding. No, she totally, and it wasn't she actually, it was her channel Arrow. He actually told me that he kind of, I haven't spoken to Arrow in a long time.
About 2 years maybe?
Oh, more than 2 years. More than 2 years.
I was coming out of surgery.
Like it was probably over 5 years ago.
No, because I'd already had Tommy the last time we saw them.
We saw them but it wasn't for us. We saw them with Martha, and Martha was having anyway.
Nice interesting.
It's been a long time. Thank you, Howard.
Always the drama queen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that coffee's good tonight. Mm-hmm. She basically told to me about I'm basically in this era of renewal, reblossoming, and I'm putting my life back together after my parents' deaths and after being a caretaker for so many years continuously. I'm kind of like in a spot where I had to figure out where I was at, and financially I've got into a real ugly space because I used money. Pretty well put the nail on the nose that in the past I used money to correct things, to make things better, to fix problems when I had to learn how to fix things without money, and that's what I've had to learn in this last year and a half, and it's gotten more and more serious, and the lessons have gotten harder and harder and harder, and finally one day I broke down. And that breakdown kind of opened the door. And that's what basically Arrow was telling me was like, Arrow hasn't talked to me forever. Like, and neither has his channel, Janet, for years, for a couple years. Yep. And so there's no way he could have known what was going on, but he totally told me everything that went on.
For both of us.
For both of us. And it was just a really, really amazing reading. A couple times I choked up, but it was really good.
So if you guys are ever in search of a channeler, like I do the readings, I do the spiritual mentoring, but if you're ever
I do mediumship, and I use cards to communicate messages from the other side. I see spirits. I could, if we're in the mode, I could usually tell you who's around you if there's anyone around you.
But if you're ever interested in finding a channeler to deliver a message from the other side.
Yeah, and she literally channels this amazing spirit.
We'll connect you with them. So just let us know.
And they also do remarkable healing exercises.
Remember when right before
you went in for your first surgery?
Yeah. So
almost every time you went in to see Janet before your surgery, before your Tommy surgery.
Well, and she's the one that remember when we took you.
Hi, Crystal.
When we took you. She had me help in your healing. So Arrow taught me.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So some of my Reiki knowledge comes from that. So anyway, if you're ever interested, let us know. We'll hook you up. And that was the other thing that she made us know is that we should be very confident in our light and where we stand. That it's okay to share the space with other people and not feel intimidated or in competition.
Or feel like we're teaching.
Yeah.
Like I'm training the worker who's going to replace me.
Yeah, and I'm not in competition with everybody.
And that we're not in competition with each other.
Yes, we can arrange that. Crystal wants a reading with you. So as long as we have Crystal on the air, we want to send a big happy birthday to Nico.
That's Crystal's mom.
Crystal's mom. Yes.
Yes, Nico.
Yes, Nico.
Crystal's mom.
Nico is Crystal's mom.
Crystal's dad.
And Ellie is her dad. Well, Ellie is kind of alpha. I was going to say butch, but
yeah, no.
She is.
Ellie is her mom, and
Nico
is her father, and it is her father's birthday.
So happy birthday, Nico.
Happy birthday, Nico.
We hope you have a great day. We won't sing happy birthday.
We know you ate well because I saw the pictures on Facebook. It made my mouth water.
We can't sing happy birthday because that costs about $10,000 to do on the air.
Yeah.
But we wish you a happy birthday and all the best. Que te la pases muy bien, Nico. Felicidades. We also, before we move on, we have a giveaway today.
Tart-ta-don. It's our mug.
We have a mug to give away today. And this is a Christian and Daniel show mug. So we're giving this one away today. So all you have to do in order to enter the raffle is to make a comment.
It could even just be me.
Anything you want to comment,
or
just say yeah. And we're going to send you. And then on the back, it has a little reminder. Join us on the air, Facebook Live, and Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Which is today. So here's a mug.
Which is Oi.
Oi. And again, we want to start by also thanking our musical director.
Hablo en español.
Sí, hablas español. Novela.
Just now. Oh,
what is it? Escándalo.
Escándalo. I always like making that face. Escándalo. Then you have to tiptoe away.
Te amo. Te odio.
Escándalo.
We want to thank our musical director, Kalama, for our intro music.
Absolutely.
And
so amazing.
Our set designer, Checo Doria, for our wonderful logo and our signs. So thank you guys.
Of course, none of them are on again today.
Checo is on the air. Checo,
Checo's here?
I
Oh,
did
good,
see
good,
Checo
good. Hi,
on the
Checo.
air. There you go. There he is.
Sorry, I must have missed it when I was running underneath the sign.
When Christian was making his entrance. So remember, for all Kakoa in Hawaii, congratulations! You won the bag from last week,
The one-off, very first tote bag,
which we haven't signed and we haven't mailed, but it's going out. We promise.
We're going to send it out
yes,
this week.
We'll send it out with
week.
the cup too, but
we're not relying on the United States Postal Service because I've had issues with that.
He's on a mission today, so we're not going to go there. We also want to send a big.
I do appreciate all the people who are on the front line who do work for the United States Postal Service.
We are going to go there.
But I just want to put that out there. That I'm not saying anything bad about the individuals. It's just unfortunate that COVID-19 has just messed up everything. And I'll leave it at that. Logistics is always messed up with this.
So we will be sending out Kakoa's bag. We need to sign that for him. And I guess we could sign the cup. We'll sign the cup for you guys.
Yeah, I don't. Will permanent ink stay on the cup?
I don't know. We'll try it. And if it comes off, well, then it comes off.
If it washes off, life goes on, right?
Maybe we'll put
you can still drink coffee.
We'll put something to make sure that it's memorable because these are unique. These are not for sale yet.
These are one-offs, right?
So these are just one of a kinds right now. So, but we also want to send a big hello to our friend William Melendez, comic.
Oh, Will Melendez,
who is
our Boricua buddy,
a hilarious comedian here
and very successful.
Whose mom lives in Puerto Rico.
Lives in Puerto Rico for people who don't understand rolling R's.
And she made these masks. So, for those of you that don't know,
she echo these mascos in Puerto Rico. See how the O worked?
But she made these.
I just washed mine
in Puerto Rico, and he was very kind to give us one of each.
Zoom in.
So,
it's zoom in moment. Our masks that she made, and they're so comfortable. They don't tug my ears that much, and it is so comfy.
Yeah, these are really cool.
And I can actually talk in it without smelling my own breath,
and
which can be good at times.
Which I have to say that some of the masks that she made were made after the hurricane the earthquake that happened. So she was making masks with no electricity.
In darkness.
And she was like, I have nothing else to do. So she made these masks, and then William was so kind to
gift
us a couple.
Gift us them.
Yeah, so I guess this is one of our first sponsors, I guess.
Yes, and mine is the Galaxy with sparklies.
And mine's gray, because for those of you that were on the Cardivo, for those of you that were on Cardivo show, the day we were doing the colors and the zodiacs, you will know that gray is gray is a signature color for Capricorn, which is what
Thank you, Martha.
So thank you, William, for that. We appreciate it. We just talked about Kai.
And look, Thomas Dolan said me.
Yes.
Wow.
Again, for those of you just joining, we've already talked about our musical director, Kai Kalama.
Yes, and he came on, of course,
after we talked. He always comes on after we talked about it.
I know, we talked about him, then he comes on.
Talk about entrances, Diva.
Oh yeah, we are coming up in the world. That's right.
Yes.
Now we got a sponsor who makes us masks.
And remember, if you are just joining just by commenting, you are entered into the raffle for the first Christian and Daniel mug going out. So make sure that you.
And it's not the one I'm holding.
No, these are different. These are different, but.
But the coffee's good that's in it.
And I caught a little bit of.
Hot, though.
For those of you that don't know, we've talked about Kai Kalama all the time, and I'm going to brag about him because I love him to death.
We do.
He is a wonderful. Well, he's a wonderful friend. He's a beautiful human being, and him and his brother are amazing musicians.
Artists and musicians.
And they do their own shows. So if you're not following Kai Kalama for their shows, he does his ukulele.
He does Ukade.
Yeah.
Which is he does a selected song each day to keep the COVID-19 away. And it's really great.
And his brother, the Kalama brothers, they had their show today at 4. And I'm guessing it's once a week.
Hi, Nancy, my sister.
If that's correct, Kai, let us know and we'll promote it here. But yes, hopefully one day I'll be out there with them and doing something.
Oh my gosh. I got to say, I saw the greatest picture. Okay. I saw the greatest picture of Robert with his son.
Nephew Robert,
with a picture of his son who had just come back. I guess he's working in Padre Island,
outside of
South Padre. And so it was really great. And I'm assuming it was Abraham.
I think so.
Yeah.
Nancy can corroborate that.
But it was such a great picture. They both look so happy, and there's such love in that picture. And these are like father and sons who actually like each other, and actually, like, I didn't grow up with that, so it's like amazing to me to see when you just see the love and how much they appreciate each other.
Oh, a lot of old people, not old people.
Golly! Well, we ain't being judgmental tonight on the Christian and Daniel show.
I meant old friends. I
But
forgot
he
the
just said
I forgot
old.
the friends there. I just said old people.
Sometimes you just keep
Mr.
it to
Carlos
yourself.
Holguin, how are you doing, sir? Thank you for being in the audience. We hope you're doing well. It was Rob Jr. that was in the picture.
Yeah, Rob Jr. Oh, Rob Jr. Okay. I get them mixed up because I always think Abraham
Well, because
is
they
the
look
older
alike
child.
too. They look. Rob Jr.
is the older one. And then Abraham
is
is younger.
Yes.
And I thought it was younger, but I guess Rob let his hair out now,
Yes.
so it's a poof. Like mine
Yes.
is when it's not cut.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. It was so beautiful, though. I love seeing that. Like, it makes me feel like amazing. They shared their love with us. I felt like they shared their love with me, and they have. But through this picture, it shared love. I just really was cool. I got hit with it.
And we miss those guys.
And we do.
We miss y'all. We miss y'all in the valley.
We're
By
glad
the way,
the flooding's done.
Yeah, how are you guys doing out there in the valley? We want to know how you're doing. So much. And then we have fires here. And
We have fires all over the place. Hurricanes.
We had an earthquake.
Mexico.
I didn't feel it.
Yeah, we had an earthquake a few days ago at about 4 a.m, and I was doing my old man business up at 4 a.m., of course, every day. And so I was just climbing back into bed, and right when I laid down, the earthquake hit, and it shook the whole bed. Now, I didn't hear it. I was like half asleep. So I thought Daniel just started flailing and kicking in bed. So I was like, I looked over at him, but he was like in his little cocoon, completely asleep.
Nada.
And you can't see any of this. No, I'm just doing this, but you can't see him. I assume he's like a Egyptian mummy in there.
Pretty much.
Because he's pretty well wrapped up in most of the comforter. And in his and tight too, like he can't even move. And so I thought, oh, we just had an earthquake. And then of course the next day when we get up later on that day, texts and everything going, oh, earthquake.
I find out about earthquakes like most people on Facebook. I'm like, oh, there was an earthquake.
Oh, there was an earthquake. Like, I usually don't feel them because our bed it's a Tempur-Pedic. You don't feel a lot.
Anything under a 5 doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, 4 or 5 is not a hard quake. It's a good shake, but it's not enough to wake you up usually.
I laugh at a 4.5.
I sleep through those. Oh, yeah. Non-native Californians saying that's hilarious.
Well, I mean, we've had other earthquakes. Remember, I was in Laguna not long ago, and there was one
But you missed the big ones.
that hit out there. Because I think the first
Which is
one,
good. I don't think anyone who's not native to California should have been here for the really huge earthquakes.
Well, the very first one that I was here for, I was in Laguna. This is back in 2008, visiting, and I was by a window, and I was on the computer, and the whole window just went, and I freaked.
Yeah,
I was so scared because I thought the house was going to collapse.
That's you getting broken in. California broke you in.
And then I think I told you the story. The second time that I was caught in an earthquake.
Hi, Caesar. Hi, Clayton.
I was at home and I was watching TV, and I got up to go into the kitchen, and all of a sudden the blinds started dancing, and the light started shaking.
So it was one of the rolling earthquakes.
Yes, and I got so scared. I jumped back on the couch and I just lay down.
And I bet you took your feet off the ground.
Yes,
too. Because that's helping. the floor is lava. Literally.
Because I guess I must have read somewhere that if you lay on the couch, you're not going to get hit by the earthquake.
You won't die.
But I did. And then a friend of mine called me and said, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Did you hide?" I'm like, "I laid on the couch."
And I took my feet off the ground because the ground is lava.
That's not going to save you. And I was like,
if anything, it assures your
And I actually asked him, I go, "It's not?" And I started crying. I'm like, "Oh, but I was going to die."
Yeah, because if anything started falling, like just laying on the couch, I'm a support beam. I won't fall on him because he's laying on the couch.
So the earthquake knocked my favorite coffee mug onto the floor and it broke. Oh no! Like this earthquake, this last one, Howard.
Oh,
well, then maybe you should. you might win the new Christian and Daniel.
You never know.
You never know.
But also, I got Gorilla Glue, the commercials with the gorilla who scares everyone. The Gorilla Glue really works. It sticks like no one's business, and it dries really quick. And I repaired a dial I broke on my stove, and you can't even tell I broke it. Like, it's really good, and it really works well. Oh, he's lying. Howard.
How dare you?
What is that in Spanish?
Mentiroso.
Mentiroso. Escándalo.
Te quiero. Te odio. Bésame. No.
No. Te amo. No.
This is our novela, Maman. Welcome to...
Welcome to the Christian
El Christian
y Daniel show.
For everybody watching, thank you for joining us. This is the Christian and Daniel show. Tonight we have our second giveaway.
Dwayne.
Our second giveaway is the Christian and Daniel show cup. This is actually the first of this kind, and it has a little reminder on the back, so you can check us out.
So every time you take a sip, you go, oh yeah.
Your friends will want to know, where did you get that lovely cup?
And you'll be like, look, it's right here.
And we'll...
It's not shameless self-promotion, because it's
So-
not my show.
For those of you that might be wondering, how do you find the winner? Well, what we do is at the end of the show, I go over all the comments. Some of you might notice that I answer some of the comments or like them comments. So if you commented, you go on the list, and then I number them 1 through whoever commented. And Christian does not see the list or the numbers.
Usually by this point, I'm on my computer. I'm doing something else.
So he's in the other side of the room, and then I'll just tell him, hey, give me a number from 1 to whatever. And then that's how we pick the winners.
And I just choose whatever number comes into my head
And that's
first.
the winner. And that's how we pick winners in the Cardivo show also.
Yeah.
So he picks the winners not knowing.
I am the magic
You are,
randomizer.
You are.
I am the computer that chooses randomized numbers. Oops, that's a guy. Oh, child, that just... Woo, you just got
For those of you that came in, I think we're a little energized because we just came off that reading.
We had our own... We basically went and saw our intuitive, who does readings for us. And we had a really good readings. Like, I think ours were really good. Like,
yeah, we were one of...
Arrow,
we were 2 of
who's the
6.
channel, was very impressed with where we were at. Very happy.
We were 2 of 6 people in the group.
In the Zoom group.
And
Zoom.
I don't know. I think, but we have changed a lot. I mean, just the last year.
Oh, I got the vapors. That's what I remember.
Just the last year, we've changed and grown a lot.
We have, and so much has happened. So it's been crazy. But it was crazy that Arrow knew this. Like, the channel knew everything. And we haven't talked to Janet, who is the channel, in a couple years. Like we've stayed in touch, but not like telling her what's going on. So for Arrow to know was just amazing. A tuning, Ellie?
You're so funny.
I feel like I'm reading a bad Google translation. I know we love you guys so much. You know, they're our family away from they're our family away from Texas. And now you notice.
I just noticed that.
Ay, ay, ay.
You know what it was? Is that I accidentally, well, not accidentally, I used this curling cream today in my hair. So it curled it instead of...
Why would you use curly?
Because it's naturally curly, and I wanted to accentuate my curls.
Well, I use this like natural Botox in my. I mean, that's so silly. Like, why do you use Botox? You don't need it. Atentamente?
Oh, you were so funny, atentamente, Ellie. Oh, sincerely, basically.
See,
You're so funny. Is she watching now? Is Ellie watching now?
I haven't seen her coming.
She apparently her
Oh,
phone
it's
had
birthday,
died.
so she's not coming.
Yeah. So if you are watching, Ellie, felicidades, Nico. Que la pases muy bien. Feliz cumpleaños.
See.
Te amo mejor. What else is going on?
See.
We went to go get
See what is it? Iguanamente?
We went to go get Betsy swabs.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, it's like pulling teeth. It's such torture for poor Daniel. Anything with the car, he's
Well,
like...
it's not the car. I told you, it's not about the car.
But
it was about...
It's just about going...
Some places.
He felt it was something that was unplanned. Unfortunately, it was kind of planned, but he forgot that it was planned.
Because we planned it like Sunday.
So it became an unplanned thing.
Yes.
Yes, and it's Wednesday.
Well,
That's plenty of time to prepare psychologically for it. But nonetheless, as I promised him, it wouldn't take long because I have told him things with a car won't take long, and sometimes that turns me into a liar because cars can have more wrong with them than you know.
Like I went to get my tires changed and it took me 3 hours to get out
That's
of there.
not what you went there for. You went there to get your brakes taken care of and
Took
checked.
3
You went
hours.
there to get an oil change. So of course it took more time.
I was there at 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't leave till 11:30. So it took 3 hours and a half. 3.5 hours.
Because you needed brakes.
And
you
they're still
rotors.
weren't done. I have to go back.
No, your brakes are done. You just
But I have to go back for tires now.
because you need 3 tires, 3 more. You need 3 tires, and
so
you need
expensive,
a wheel
too.
bearing to be
It's-
repacked,
I don't
taken
even know what
apart,
that
and
means.
repacked.
I have no clue what all
Well,
that
wheel
means.
bearings sit in grease. They're in the middle
Grease
of the
is
wheel,
the word.
and they keep the rim. They keep your wheel from wiggling and falling
This
off
is
the
me
car.
not. Do y'all understand cars? Are y'all car people?
Like even if you're
I'm
not a car person, like
I'm
you
not
should
a
know the
car-
basics of how a car
I know how to
works.
change the oil. I know how to put the gas. I know how to change spark plugs.
You're saying you know how to do a tune-up then, which I don't believe.
I know how to change. My dad, the few things that he taught me about cars was how to change a tire, how to change the oil, how to change spark plugs, which we don't use spark plugs anymore, do we?
Yes, we
do?
do, Daniel.
Oh.
Every car has them, except for the electric ones.
And how to when the carburetor would die or the carburetor.
Cars don't use carburetors anymore.
Well, see, I didn't know then. Well, that's why I'm so outdated. Why am I supposed to know about cars anymore?
Well, you don't know about cars anymore. That's the point.
See, I remember having to put.
Thank you, Robert. Yes.
I having to put gas into the carburetor. Well, Nancy's on the Challenger. Oh my God, that Dodge Challenger that was the hand-me-down. Oh, that they
I
used.
can only imagine. Like Daniel, I know he can run a car to death.
That
so
used to leave
I've
me
seen evidence of it.
everywhere. That used to car used to. I used to get so mad, especially because I was on dates.
I'm surprised
Okay,
you
so
didn't put tape on
the real. Okay, so the last time that car kind of left me. Here's a true story. I was in Dallas, and my dad was mad because I would go to the gay bars, and I wasn't 21 yet. A car manual. How dare you?
I never did that.
You're
I was really innocent.
You're out of the will, Ramones. But I was supposed to go to the bars because I wasn't 21
He
yet.
wouldn't read it.
I would totally read it.
He'd say it's written in Swahili and put it on his shelf.
Okay,
Dust.
so my dad was like, "Don't go to the bars anymore because you're not 21. They're gonna stop you for drinking, and you're gonna get a ticket. And you get a DUI." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go." So
What happened?
shut up. So I never got a DUI. I never got a DUI ever. No, don't even make that face. I never got a DUI. And
Okay.
No.
I know you never got DUI, but did you get pulled over while intoxicated?
but that's not part of the story. That's for another day. Cállate.
Okay.
And so I ended up going to the bar and go in. So I knew I had to leave the bar by 12 o'clock because it would take me 30 minutes to get home. And my curfew, I was 20 years old and I still had a curfew. I had to be home by 12:30.
That's late.
Yes.
I bet Nancy had an earlier curfew than you.
Don't bring her into this.
Ooh, I bet Juanita had an even earlier curfew
But
than
that's
that.
I'm a man. And then so I get to leave because I'm like, okay, it's 11:50, and I'm like, I can still stop and get something to eat, take it home, and be home on time. So I get in the car and I turn on the car and it doesn't start. And I'm parked.
And this is the Challenger.
Yes.
No shot.
And I'm parked.
Challenger.
I'm parked right outside the gay bar, like not even down the street.
So you couldn't even play it off.
No. I like here's the door to the bar, and like here's my car, like not even faking it. So I had to go call my dad to tell him that the car wouldn't start.
I love this already.
So my dad leaves the house at midnight.
Understand, I only met Dad in this time frame, and he's spicy as all get out now.
And
so I can't imagine him 30 years younger.
So it's 12 o'clock. My dad has to get.
God bless him.
He asked me where I am, so I tell him where I am.
God bless him.
My
God
dad
bless all
shows
of you.
up to the gay bar. At this point, it's about 12:30, almost 1 o'clock, and we can't figure out why the stupid car won't start. 2 o'clock in the morning, end of the night.
Everyone's
the drag
coming
queens are leaving. My dad's like, "What's this?" I'm like, "It's a bar." And he's like, "What kind of bar?" I'm like, "It's just a bar." Well, of course, 2 o'clock in the morning, the drag queens start coming out. So my dad's like, And I get back in the car. I look down. The car is on drive. That's why it wouldn't start.
You never put it in park?
No. So my dad looks at me and like, oh, I was 20 years old and I was grounded. I was grounded for a month. I couldn't go out on the weekends. I was so mad at myself. And yeah, so I was 20 years old. I was caught. They already knew I was gay. It wasn't like a surprise. But I wasn't. But I wasn't supposed to go to the gay
I'm
bars.
more caught up on the fact you turned a car off and it wasn't in park.
I know.
Okay, yeah, get your TOM car manual because it will do so much.
Yeah,
so much good.
So for people who say, I mean, like, I know people think that I had like a really free going on youth, but I was 20 years old and I still had a curfew. I was still not allowed to stay out late.
For good reason.
And
look at that, you can't even put a car in park.
You know, I never told you. No, there's a lot of stories.
There's a lot of stories you haven't
There's a lot of stories.
Because when we last time we were in Texas, we stayed at Reyes,
yeah,
at Ray's house, and Ray brought up memories and stuff that Daniel was.
Daniel
looked at Ray looked at him. Daniel looked at him. And go, he's all, "Cállate, cállate, shut up." And
I'm like,
no, keep telling me. I want to hear this.
Okay, so I know he's not watching the show because he doesn't get on Facebook much, but Ray Amador is a friend of mine that I met when I was 25. So I've known him 25 years now.
Wow.
And
it's a long time.
When I met Ray, he was not out of the closet. And
I don't even know how he could be in the closet.
I read his number. I was like, girl, I know you. Mm-hmm. And so he came out, and then he was out with me at a bar and met his boyfriend. But we went through a lot together. We would sneak.
You guys went to
Reynosa.
I was gonna say I wanted to say what we have here, but it's Reynosa quite a few times.
Like Tijuana, basically.
And like they went in the Dodge Colt that had the muffler being held on by
the muffler. We were gonna go to Reynosa. The muffler fell. So I went in the house, got a coat hanger, tied it up, very MacGyver, and we went to Reynosa.
Because none of them stopped you from coming to the bar. That's for sure.
It was la peda. We would go to El Gato Negro in Reynosa, man. That was the after hours place to be. You had to knock on the door, and they would open it, and if they didn't recognize you, you couldn't go in.
I completely
no shame.
Okay.
No shame. They would see my face, and they're like, Daniel, pásale.
Of course. Like, they didn't even open the whole way. They just it's Daniel.
Es Daniel.
Daniel aquí.
And then on the way back, we would buy tacos. Before, because outside the bar there would be a
that's right. Lady. That's when Ray was actually willing to eat. Yes, big.
So we would leave the bar, and there would be a taco
he was
lady,
never big.
And we would buy an extra order of tacos, and we would give it to the border patrol as we were crossing by, because we were still drunk. So we would be like, "Hey, we bought the tacos," and then we would cross the border. If it was a guy, because the girls were mean, the lady border patrol were mean.
they would get you.
They were like, "Yeah, we wouldn't talk to them." We're like, but the dudes, we would flirt with them and do tacos. Yeah, those are some of my stories from my youth.
That's escándalo.
Escándalo. Te quiero.
That's so wrong.
Oh my
There's
God.
so much wrong with that story.
But I still remember.
So much right.
I still remember the look on my dad's face when.
That's interesting, Robert. How did you know $10 coverage got you drinks all night? How did we know that?
Todo para toda la noche. Yeah. But I still remember my dad's face when we're standing outside the bar trying to get that car started.
I can't even picture your dad.
And the drag queens are coming out.
With the drag queens coming out.
The worst thing about it is that my dad would ask me, "Do you come here often?" No. And of course, typical. "Hey, Daniel, you're still here."
Yeah, exactly. All the drag queens are, "Oh, it's Danielle.
Is that your
Danielle,
es tu papá.
Again.
Es tu papá. Cállense.
Yeah. Oh, is this your father you talk about so often?
Cállense.
Oh
Yeah. $10 all you can drink. Yeah, man. Those Reynosa bars. 25 years later, man. Now I can tell the stories.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, and I know, just knowing Daniel's dad now, I can't imagine him going back decades. No. He's like, that's like my dad young. You don't want to mess with them.
For anybody watching, you'd have to know my dad to really.
I don't know.
But for everybody watching that's just joined us, thank you for joining. This is a Christian and Daniel show. We want to remind all of you that are watching, if you have not made a comment please do, because that enters you into
You can
the
even
raffle.
write the word "me" in, and that will be a comment.
We have the Christian and there it is. We have the Christian and Daniel Cup today, and with a little reminder on the back, so to join us. So if you comment,
And mine doesn't have a reminder.
these are the original cups that we got, and thank you Chocoloria for our logo. We consider him our set designer because he's the one.
He is our set designer or artistic director.
And so today's giveaway is a cup. Last week's winner was Kekoa from Hawaii.
Kekoa Momoa.
And he won
Kekoa Momoa.
He won the cup. Kekoa,
I can do that because I'm part Hawaiian.
The cup is on the way. I mean, the mug's on.
That actually sounds
the
pretty
bag.
good too.
The bag is on the way. We just need to sign it and send it out.
It sounds so wrong.
The
The
tote
tote is
bag.
on the way.
The tote.
We're sending you a
Hey,
bag.
Haley. Haley's on there.
Oh, hi, Haley. Love you, Haley. Haley has this amazing... She is... Ever since I met her years and years ago. And she is an amazing, gifted artist.
Oh.
She's gifted at a lot of things. She's an amazing mom. She has a gigantic son who's going to, like, carry her around someday. She has an amazing husband. She has this beautiful tiny home.
Well, that's when I met her, right? At her baby shower?
Yeah, at her baby shower.
That's when I met her.
Before the big one came. But beyond that, she's an amazing artist, and she now makes these amazing signs and things out of recycled and repurposed wood. And Haley, put the name of your business up there. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I know it's something cute with your name, and I'm drawing a blank.
Hey,
so.
and for everybody,
But it is utterly breathtaking work she does, and it's not even super expensive, and it's so cute. And I think you could even call her or contact her through her website or her Facebook page and and she would make a custom thing for you.
so if Haley, if you have something small that you'd like to donate to the Christian Daniel Show, we will raffle
show
it off
it every week.
We'll raffle it off here, and because we have the mask from our friend William Menendez. Also, since we're talking about artists, we do have to talk about Nancy Ramones and her art.
Nancy Ramones, mi
My
hermana.
sister, yeah, she's making her own art. So Nancy, if you want to put your
again,
Instagram,
Nancy, much like Haley, is a very gifted artist,
Yep.
and I didn't know it when I met her.
No, well, I didn't know it when I met her.
We needed to. He met her a long time ago.
I didn't know.
But yeah, it's like her artwork, and then her son is also
Alexis.
who's not even like the field he's going into. Usually, artistic ability is not part of that person's background, and he is. He made some beautiful stuff too. So like son, like mother, like she passed on a little bit of the artist gene.
And we already bought a piece from
We've already
Alexis'
bought
collection.
a pet and
Yeah.
from Alexis.
So hopefully,
But we want to buy a piece from Nancy's
yeah.
collection.
Well, I already told her that I would love a gift for my 50th from her.
Terrific, Haley.
Yes, we'll be in touch with you, Haley.
That'd be great. We will be in touch.
But I told Nancy that I want something special for my 50th birthday this year. So
Oh,
hopefully.
good.
And Alexis is mailing
The picture.
his picture.
Now
So-
that everything's I'm hoping everything's drying out and getting kind of back to normal.
But you guys will be able to see that on the Cardivo show as my backdrop.
Yeah.
We start doing that, so that would be part of it. I can't remember for the life of me right now the name of the piece. I know it's Rio, but Rio something. Nancy, if you remember,
Nancy probably knows.
If you remember the name of the piece that I bought, Rio. I know it's Rio, pero no me acuerdo lo demás.
So it's river something.
Yeah, river something. But it's beautiful reds.
Oh yeah,
It's a
gorgeous.
gorgeous piece. I can't wait to
gorgeous.
get it.
I'm
Yes.
just mad it's not going to be in my house.
Well, it's probably going to be traveling back and forth for Cardivo.
Oh, for Cardivo.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to put it over that?
No, I'm going to take that down and put it just for the show. Just for the show day. We'll do it. So for those
That's
of
something
you,
we'll talk about later.
for those of
Daniel.
you that have not been watching Friday nights, the Cardivo on this channel at 6 p.m. Friday nights Pacific Standard Time, and at 6 p.m. On TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, I also have my Cardivo show there now too, and it's doing really well. So.
And I kid you not, Haley, put your website down or put down your Facebook page in the comments so the people who are here right now can go there and check it out.
Yeah, and Nancy put up your Instagram so that they can follow
Yeah,
you there.
yeah.
We want you guys to show off what you do.
We're so impressed with what you do.
Yeah.
And Haley's been doing it for years. I remember when she first was talking about doing it, And it just sounded like a hobby at that time, and it's turned into a full-fledged little business. It's awesome. I'm sorry. I don't mean to minimize it. Little, I don't know how big or small it is, but it's a great business.
And her baby is so gorgeous.
Oh, my God. Could he be any prettier? He's so handsome. I guess he's too young to be handsome. So he's so cute. And he's like a big kid.
It's annoyingly adorable.
He must get away with everything.
It's one of those babies that you look at like, yes, you're adorable. Stop it.
I know. Just stop being adorable for a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. But it doesn't work because Daniel was like that, and look at him.
I'm adorable.
It never stops.
So this is an indication of how life is going to be.
Good luck.
He's going to be stuck at bars at 20 years old.
No, dear Lord, no.
Nancy Ramones Art.
All right,
awesome.
That's her Instagram.
Go check her out on Instagram. She's got wonderful pieces. Her and Alexis. I think you guys are sharing the page, right? But go check them out. They've got beautiful pieces up on their page. So,
but yeah, we, as you see, we really do love our friends, and we really do love it when they stretch themselves and they do some pretty amazing work, and they do amazing things. Like, I don't think we've been blessed. We've met amazing people, and Daniel is related to amazing people, so that's really cool. Hi, Melinda.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you. There it is, off the Wallace. I knew it was something really cute with her name. It's just fabulous.
And I mean, and this is just part of the energy that you put out. Like everybody out there, like if you are really secure in your work, which most of us just have a hard time doing, but be secure in your work. Be reassured that only you can do what you do.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Only you can do what you do. Like other people can try to do, but that's their work, not your work. And the moment that you are sure about yourself, there's no competition. You can share. You can share the spotlight, and that's what we learned today in the reading.
Yeah.
We need to be.
You can share the spotlight. You can mentor someone to do what you do. They're never going to understand. No matter how much you mentor someone, they're not going to do what you do. They may do the same type of thing you do, but they're going to do it their way, and they're going to put their spin on it. So you're never like training someone to replace you. Even when in the business world, when we used to say that, like, oh, there she is training, or there he is training his replacement, he doesn't even know it. Even when you say that, even when they train their replacement and the person gets laid off and the new person takes over their job, they'll never do it the same as the person they laid off. It's just not possible because they're different people, no matter how much you train them.
Which when Arrow said that, and he's in the audience right now, Thomas, when Arrow told me that, unbeknownst, I hadn't mentioned anything, he said to me that it was okay to show other people or to showcase other people and be sure of myself. The first thing that came to my mind was you and us doing a duet or a trio with Wayne, and us three of us doing a reading night and showing people what we can do. So we will. Isa Maldonado and I. Thank you for watching, Isa. Her and I were in the that video with what was her name? The last video that I did.
Oh, the Cuban girl.
Yeah.
Kalama. I'm not a fan.
Isa, if you're still watching, what was the name of the girl? The video we did. Oh my God, I just forgot her name.
I know who you're talking about, but I'm not a fan. So.
Camila
something.
Camila. Yeah,
Camila.
So if everybody, I was in that video. I'll put this video.
Popsicle.
Yes, Thomas. So yes, I was giving the message from above that doing a showcase with several readers is a go. That we should do that. So what are you doing?
I gleeked. It was gross. I just have my own little drama over here, Daniel. You're in a different room.
I feel like when I speak, he's like in his own. Like the camera doesn't zoom to me.
I know. I forget you're on camera too still.
Anyway, this is nice.
I like this.
What is your pick of the week?
My pick of the week is I had to write it down because I kept forgetting the darn name and it was driving me nuts. I actually subscribed to YouTube to try it out. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it, but I figured I'd try it out because it's free for 7 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And I have a few more days left. And I didn't know that they did originals.
Yeah.
And I went to their originals tab in YouTube, and the first thing that popped up was I saw a picture of Robert Downey Jr. And I'm like, Okay, Robert Downey Jr., what's he doing? And it is a series called The Age of AI. And what they talk about in this series is how AI is impacting our 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 current time frame in the different aspects. It's like different places it's making the most inroads. And then it also talks about briefly in like the last episode, it talks a little bit about where it's taking us, where AI can take us. But really, they're talking about how AI is helping to change crops, how we grow crops in the world, and how we can get higher yields and better yields. How AI is helping us get closer to driving safer and autonomous vehicles, which would be the ultimate in safety, taking it out of our hands. It talks about prosthetics, how AI is being written into newer prosthetics so that they move more naturally, like the actual limbs they're replacing, rather than just these plastic things or hard things that don't really move. They're also showing how they can transmit feeling now with some prosthetics too, back into the person, so that person feels like they own that limb, like that limb is theirs. And they even showed a guy rock climbing with a experimental prosthetic, and it was really cool. But really amazing stuff. And the series will blow your mind. And it's YouTube Originals, Age of AI, hosted by Robert Downey Jr. And who doesn't like Iron Man?
Is it a real show or is it a fiction show?
No, it's real.
It's a real show.
It's a real documentary.
Documentary.
It's a documentary
it's
on
one
AI.
episode or
No, it's
a series?
9 episodes. I think.
Okay, cool. And why did
It's a series.
Why do you like it?
I just said.
Oh, sorry. Okay, got it.
I like it because I like tech. I'm a sci-fi guy, and I know AI isn't advanced right now. Like we have AI, but it's not like, it's not like I walk in the house and go, well, I do, I guess. I have Alexa, and I do talk to her. So I guess I am kind of living the Star Trek a little bit.
We are.
Like
and then we video chat sometimes.
And then we video chat. So we do a lot of things that were on sci-fi shows in the 60s were like unheard, like really just people didn't even believe they'd ever come to be. So I guess we do some of it, but AI is what makes Alexa possible. It's what makes the Echo possible. It's what makes Google Home possible. It's what makes all of these home devices, smart homes, possible, is rudimentary AI. And what I liked about this show is they're showing how we're evolving AI slowly but surely, and how it's going to help us become a better society and may even help us save the planet.
Nice.
Well, the planet, let me be honest, the planet will survive long after we eliminate ourselves from it. And in fact, it will probably thrive and recover. It'll last long after us. So I'm not pretending like we're saving the planet. But to save ourselves from being extinct on this planet is what AI can help us with.
Awesome. We'll check it out.
And it's not like the big thing about the series, they make it a big deal saying what you see in sci-fi movies when they talk about AI and stuff is just fiction. It's not real. And that's not where it's going to go, and that's not where it's going to end up. So...
What's the name of it again?
Age of AI.
Awesome.
Hosted by Robert Downey Jr.
Sweet. And my pick of the week is a show that was aired on NBC earlier this year, and it's only one season. And now you can find it on Peacock, which is their streaming service.
Peacock.
And not everybody has it. You have to check with your cable company.
Peacock, though.
Yeah, but you can check with your cable company, and it's a free service. But it's
if you have cable.
Yeah.
I don't have cable, so it's free for 3 months if you have Android.
Oh, okay.
And luckily my main TV is actually an Android TV.
All right.
So I got it free for 3 months, and then after that I could either cancel it or do whatever. But I also wanted to note they have a commercial free option too.
All right. So I have it through here in Southern California we have a company called Cox Cable. And
COX.
Yes, and Cox, just by paying for the service, we already have it on there. But it's called Peacock, so go check it out. It's streaming on there. And there's a lot of old shows on that channel too, like a lot of vintage shows.
Like some you won't find anywhere else.
I was watching The Greatest American Hero the other day.
Oh my lord!
Yes, but the show is called.
I've been watching Battlestar Galactica, the old Battlestar Galactica. It was crazy.
So the show is called Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, and it's one season. It's about 10 episodes. The actress.
Doesn't it have Sean Astin in it?
No, not Sean Astin.
It does,
not. It's Jane Levy, Mary Steenburgen, Peter Gallagher. A lot of singers from other shows are on there, but it's not Sean Astin. And it's not.
It's the guy.
May I finish saying my pick of the week? And So anyway, the reason I like this is because right from the beginning, the idea of the show is that she has an MRI and something glitches, and now she can read people's minds, but she doesn't read their thoughts. She reads their thoughts through a song, so it's musical. You think, oh my god, another musical? Yes, but the actual storyline of how it all connects and how we all connect as humans and how we don't always express ourselves and what we feel, especially like for somebody like me who's an intuitive and I read people. It was really cool to watch how it's so true that sometimes we're not expressing our true selves, and there's all these hidden messages. So I binge watched it in like 3 nights because I didn't want it to end, because I knew it was going to end, and I don't think it got picked up for a second season, so it's probably not going to continue. But it's definitely a weekend binge. Check it out. It's got music. It's got really known actors that you'll recognize. The storyline really flows really nicely, and I thought it was going to be annoying too, because it's a mixture between Glee and like Parenthood and all those kind of shows, but being a turd now. But it really is very touching, and if you have a family member going through some kind of illness, it'll totally get to you. So I cried a lot with this.
Don't give away too much.
No. But I cried a lot with the show.
Yeah, he called me. He's all, I'm upset. I'm sad. And I'm all,
I did.
What'd you do today? And he told me. Then he told me to watch that show, and it made him sad. I'm like, why do you watch shows that make you sad?
Well, because I didn't know it was going to... Well, I mean, I kind of did know. Mm-hmm.
Like you can't tell where a show's going.
So I want to remind everybody watching that we have our second giveaway of the show. This is the Christian and Daniel show. So if you're watching right now and you have not made a comment, hey, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
If you just by making a comment, you've already entered into the giveaway. So it's the second Christian and Daniel show. The logo created by Christian Doria. It has a little reminder. Checo. What did I say?
Christian Doria. I don't even know who Christian Doria is.
He's the other guy.
He's the weird clone
He's the weekend boyfriend. Checo Doria, who is our designer, and this is his logo. So it's got a little message on the back. So if you enter a message, just comment on the comment section. Haha, Tomas. But you already count as one entry, so haha, fool you. But we will make the selection, and we want to congratulate our winner from last week, Kekoa from Hawaii,
who is not on this week.
Who's not on this week, but he won the bag.
So maybe we won't send the bag.
But he already knows.
Tough luck.
He already knows.
Not just send him an email that says, sorry, you didn't watch next week.
But
no more.
As long as you're watching, make a comment.
Kidding.
All you have to do is make a comment.
Hi, Jose.
Say me, say hi, say this show is awesome, this show sucks, whatever you want to do.
Hi, Juan.
Make sure you comment before you get off the air.
Okay, Juan and Jose, you both need to just put something in the comments.
Yes, enter the giveaway.
Just say me. Just put me or something in there, just so you're in there, so you could be in the contest for a coffee mug this week. It's a Christian and Daniel coffee mug.
Yes, make sure you. So those are the giveaways. But anyway, I feel really good today. I just feel like
I think after our reading, we just got good energy from it. Arrow is always good, and the channel Janet is a good friend of ours, and she always has good energy too. She also does medium work, so she's done some medium work for me, which was at the time really needed, and it was really amazing. She's done more than once, but the last time I had done a couple was right after my mom died, and that was a couple years ago.
So we want to remind you guys, Friday nights at 6 p.m. on this channel, the Card Devo show. Join us. We've had some pretty good shows lately.
Hi, cuz.
If you're on TikTok, join me on Monday nights at 6 p.m. for yay, hi, one. Join me on Monday nights on TikTok for the Card Devo show on there. And hopefully soon I'm going to start one on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, we're going to do one there too, because those are doing really good.
And Susie, we're doing a coffee mug this week. So be sure to write hello or something in the comments so we can include you in the contest.
There's a couple of people that really want it.
Susie Franklin is my cousin. On my mom's side.
Crystal wanted one for her cup collection. She even sent me a picture of her mug collection that she has.
Okay.
And she wants to hang on there. And I know Nancy has been wanting one, my sister. So But it's all stroke of luck. Again, for those of you watching, you're like, how do you pick a winner? I write down the names, I give them all a number, and then Christian from the other side of the room picks the number without
Yeah, I'm
knowing.
never next to him when he's doing that because
And it's just random. So that's how we pick a winner. So we don't
it's
know.
not fun to be next to him when he does it.
No, and I'm very controlling of those things. So that's it. For those of you out there in the East Coast, please take care. We know that you guys are going. I know that in
The hurricane's sweeping through the East Coast.
and I can't remember the names right now, but I know in the northeast side there was like electricity,
And there were some tornadoes
some
too.
blackouts, and I know the southeast in Florida they had some stuff, and then the people in McAllen, or in the Valley in Texas, were just getting over their stuff. So please be safe, please be careful.
Good
wanna
job.
know-
Hi, Susie.
We want to know. Yes, thank you for commenting. If you're watching the show and you're not commenting,
Jose, we haven't seen you say anything yet. Say something, Jose. Write me. Just write
algo,
me.
algo. We want all of you to enter, and then I am still working on trying to find the best venue for us to be able to sell merchandise to you guys, and we hope that you will buy them. But we have some more stuff to give away in the future. Like 1 week we have a keychain, we have another bag coming up. What else did I get? I think that's it. We might have some masks. I think those.
Ooh, that'd be really
That'd be
cool.
cool. Would you wear a mask that says Christian and Daniel Show on it?
Even if it's not, we can even put it on the side. It doesn't have to be like on the front.
Front, right? Yeah. We can put our pictures on the front. Hi. Anyway, I feel like we're like 4 minutes ahead. Like usually we're like running to get off the air, and today we're kind of like on track. What else is going on? Who else does stuff? Oh, Karen's gonna go help me clean my place. Coy, how you doing, sir?
Koi, write something in the comments, Koi, so we can have you on the
We'll promote
in our
this.
contest for our mug this week.
If you would like to be entered in our raffle for the giveaway, all you have to do is comment something in the section, and we will give
You
it
can
away.
say anything. You write me even. That's fine.
I'm doing the next purge of my apartment and cleaning out some stuff.
Oh yeah, and Karen is really good because you see, to me, purge means just don't look at it, just throw it in the garbage and be happy it's gone.
Yes, and
Daniel, for Daniel, it means I need to look at
medium.
everything, and I need to look at everything. I need to evaluate it. I need to see how I feel about it. If I have a heart, if my heart is part of it, if I've attached to it. And
I'm not like that.
Oh my Lord, it is.
I'm not like that
It's like
Asian
torture.
lady. I'm not like that Asian lady. Does it bring me pleasure? I just feel like
It is painful.
I just feel like if I throw it away, I'm gonna need it someday, and then I have to buy it.
Someday.
And then I'm gonna have to buy again.
It could be 30 years from now, whatever
Pero-
it is, he'll be
pero-
buying a new one anyway.
Pero
But
you never know. You never know.
No. No.
Like did I? You know that I have a.
So anyway, I'm the wrong person to help him with
Yes.
that because I will sneak it into the garbage and just get rid of it. And now, of course, as it always is with me, it's the first thing he'll ask for. It could be the most obscure thing. It could be like a can opener from Dizzy Frank's Grill House in Pacoima, and somehow the very next thing he's looking for is that exact thing, and he'll say, "Do you have this thing from Pacoima?" And I'm like,
Why'd
"Are
throw it
you
away?
serious?"
Why'd you throw it away?
And they'd be like, "Well, you did it
Why'd
away.
you throw
It
it?
wasn't garbage." It looked like garbage.
Well, I told you I have a coat that I bought in I think it was 1980.
But Karen knows how Daniel feels, so she gets along, so they're good for getting rid of stuff.
So Nancy and Carlos moved to the Valley, I think in 1983 or 84, if I'm correct. And I bought a coat,
Hi, Mirs.
a big, long mobster type coat.
Right.
And I still have it in my closet from 1983.
Because you so need a coat like that in California.
Because it's vintage now. You can't buy those anymore. They're vintage.
So sell it.
No. And I have a.
What good is it doing in a closet?
I have a.
The moths love it.
I have a Western shirt that I bought in McAllen in 1995. That is like colored, real ranch. 86? Okay, so 1986. See, it's not that old.
Yeah, it's even older.
It's not that old. It's not from 83. It's from 86.
Oh, dear Lord.
So, but I have a shirt that I bought from back then, and there's still little mementos that I have from junior high that I still keep. So, yeah. Don't y'all have mementos anyway?
I have a yearbook. I think actually I had yearbooks, and then they burnt up in my parents' house fire.
See? There's my point. You throw away stuff and then you need them. I throw away my coat, and all of a sudden we're gonna have this freeze coming over.
Yes, because California is always susceptible to a freeze.
So with that, folks, we're gonna
Particularly living 7 miles from the ocean.
You never know. So with that, we're gonna say goodnight. Thank you so much for joining us for Little Mexican Productions. I'm Daniel G Garza.
And for Little Mexican Productions, I'm Christian Ramirez.
And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching the Christian and Daniel Show.
Bye.